another title, Mission, Religion, Gender, and the Politics of Women Clergy. Also pertinent to this conversation is her work as an editor of Beyond Red State, Blue State, Electoral Gaps in the 21st Century American Electorate. We are very pleased today to have with us Chester Brown, and this lecture series is part of the Hampton Brown Lecture Series, which has been made in honor of Chester Brown.
Okay.
Dr. Olson's talk this morning is called Render Unto Caesar What is Caesar's. So let us welcome her.
Apologize for the technical difficulties that we have this morning. I am so sorry. I was supposed to be there with you in person, but it just didn't. And I'm very, very sorry about the delay and the technical problems that we're having. Did everybody hear me okay now?
Yes.
Hey, good. Oh, that's super. So now, instead of thinking about computer problems, we'll think about politics and religion a little bit. Which is definitely much more my wheelhouse than solving technical and technological problems. So the topic that was offered to me is rendering of the Caesar, which of course invokes ideas of church-state separation. So I wanted to talk and imagine about something that has to do with church-state separation, but I also want to be in political science, especially here at the politics side, interested in elections, compelled by elections. I also wanted to find a way to link church-state separation with the elections. Because it's fun, right? Because it's current. And so what I want to do is I want to start by thinking about some realities on the ground with regards to the elections that are coming up and all the fun, so to speak, that we're seeing in the media. And if you live here in South Carolina, and I'm right here on the ground every day as we move towards next year's presidential election. So the first thing that I'd like to start with is something that all of you obviously already know, but it deserves to be said, and that is that one of the more important political developments in the United States in the 21st century got fun, and I would in fact argue the most important sort of on-the-ground political development in this century is not political and growing political polarization, of the general public. And this was the case 20 years ago. We talked about polarization when I was just starting out teaching, for example. We talked about polarization and politics in the U.S. And we talked about it sort of just being a legal phenomenon, not really driven, just went down to the well very much. It was kind of the sort of conventional wisdom of the year, you know, at the elite level, people are polarized, there's a culture war at the elite level. So it isn't really happening on the ground. That's no longer the case. Some data, whenever I'm teaching, I always have to come in with data. And I tell my students that I'm all excited because I'm trying to do data. And so the same would go for the department. If I have revenue data to share, because we can spread, so I want to share that. The Pew Research Center, which I tend to trust implicitly, has found, and this is incredibly strange, has found that twice as many Americans today, as compared to 20 years ago, just 20 years ago, what state we would call ideological consistent, meaning that you say you're conservative or you say you're liberal, you don't just sort of say that, well, label out there, instead, you are ideologically consistent, rather than for the one when we're thinking about one issue to the next. Back in grad school a million years ago, we learned that very, very few Americans that are ideological all the way down the road. That's no longer true. 21%, that's 1 in 5 Americans, that's incredible, on what you would classify as ideological consistent. So part of this is to suggest that people are being sources of information that help them understand how to be ideologically consistent. Is it the case that Americans are so much smarter now than they were 20 years ago? No, right? But what's going on? That's all the same reason people are being exposed to information in way that they're more easily able to say, well, if I'm conservative, then this is where I am on this issue, and if I'm liberal, here's where I am. Is now more conservative than 94% of it. And the median Democrat is more liberal than 92% of Republicans. You might say, well, that's not that interesting. But it is, because 20 years ago, only 70% of Republicans were more conservative. But each Republican was more conservative than just speaking Democrat. And 64% of Democrats, median Democrats, were more conservative than Republicans. And these disparities, not only are these disparities growing, they're most evident among the people who participate the most in their politics. So it's that, well, one side in the middle, or I know people one side in the middle, right? But in the aggregate, the people who are the most like not to participate in politics. So when we think about why is it that Bernie Sanders is doing so well, why is it that people on the right who are really quite conservative, right? Why is there Bush wailing about that person as well? Well, part of that is about the polarization of the American electorate and the fact that people who participate in the process tend to be the most ideologically polarized of all. People are getting a political news reinforced, and the media they choose to. In this era compared to 20 years ago, right, when the internet was just kind of the same thing, now it's the case that you opt into whatever sources of information you want, and you don't have to listen to options. You don't have to read the New York Times if you don't want to. Better. People get their political views reinforced by the social networks that they select into. They get their views reinforced by the concepts within which they live and work. Like you live in a city, you live in a rural area. This matters tremendously for politics. And of course, people get their political views reinforced. Another ability to incorporate faith into their everyday lives. Because I know you don't need me to say very about you, but I now know that if you are religious, in quotes, like meaning that you tend to attend religious services, you tend to say that faith is important in your life, and especially this is the case if you are white and you are Protestant, that tends to push you in a conservative direction and in a Republican direction. That's not interesting, right? That's something that we already know. What is interesting here, though, is how ideas of separation between church and state might relate to this fact that if you're a religious American, again, quote, you tend to be someone who brings that to bear on their individual politics in a pretty significant way. So let's ask the question, rhetorical question. This is the case that religion, in quotes, is driving political polarization. The short answer to that is yes. And so now the important next to that would be to ask, how in the world is that possible in a country, the political culture, the constitution, that no right begins here? Separation. Okay, that's not in those words, of course, that's not what the person said, the basis of separation between church and state. But the conventionalism, of course, and the real meaning in a lot of ways of the religion clause in the First Amendment is that there will be separation between church and state. So how can we have one and then the other? On the one hand, religion and politics ought not to have any kind of relationship with one another. They ought not to be in conversation with one another, according to the words of the First Amendment. But then on the other hand, my personal religious confession drives my political views. So what's that about? Well, let's think about that a little bit. At least in the aggregate, being religious in a public square, that is outside of your personal role, in your role in the public system, is not, nor typically has it ever been, much but anything about trying to establish a Christian theocracy. Now, some of the audience might say, what's that? What about people who say, whether it's prayer mechanism in school? What about people who say, we need one state and union up people in a have a job on state, there is enough room there in Ohio there's a movement that folks here on the South South Carolina, because it would be a particular top bill, fight for it, process, that sort of thing. Well, I think the real common number you're going to find people out there who say, boy, it versus the opportunity to look for jobs. Yeah, I don't find people like that. The first one on social science, by the way, is keep it down. Right? So there's never going to be any kind of situation within it. Everyone is going to fall into line about any kind of statement that I am in social sciences today. But by and large, it is the case that people who are religiously close are looking to establish their particular faith as the official faith of the land. Now, that means that action, and it is true for the practice right now, and I would argue that more theoretically it is true as well. Much of the sort of connection between thinking about oneself as an American who is religious and what we think by certain separation.
Yes.
The connection between these two is much more about what the meaning and intent and interpretation of the free exercise clause as opposed to the establishment clause might be. The establishment clause, of course, says Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, and then the free exercise clause continues, or prohibiting free exercise thereof. So what we're really interested in, my purpose is for the rest of the time that's done with talking, we can back the establishment clause later if you want. But my interest here really lies in the political motivation of the concept of religious liberty. Right? And that's just another way of saying religious free exercise. So what we're really interested in here is how people and religious Americans, broadly speaking, I'm not talking about traditional Catholics per se, I'm not talking about Latino evangelicals per se, I'm talking very generally speaking about people who prioritize religion in their lives. We're especially talking here about Christians, and probably more likely than not, we're talking about white Christians, but that's still a pretty sizable majority of the human population. It is no accident that in the aggregate, again, in the aggregate, those Americans who are uncomfortable with social change, with social diversity, tends to be the most sort of the highest ranking of fields in the reality. By the same token, it is any kind of accident. The Americans who are most comfortable with diversity and social change, things like the Supreme Court decision around same-sex marriage this summer, are the least religious. One of the most powerful devices, as I sort of already indicated in American political discourse today, is this idea of religious liberty. So let's think about sort of some ways in which religious liberty is being mobilized as a political sort of tool, sort of an important element of political rhetoric in American politics today. So one place to start would be around the so-called birth control policy. The U.S. Congress and Catholic bishops, as I'm sure you probably are all aware, pushed and continued to push, and most frankly, when he was in the U.S. recently, helped in this effort. They have pushed very hard on the theme of protecting religious liberty and the general idea. But they've also cited, as you probably are all aware, quite concretely, quite specifically, to the so-called birth control policy in the Affordable Care Act of Obamacare. Like this idea that, well, if the state is saying that it is going to provide health care, then it ought to be an option, according to the USCCB, in sort of exercising one's free exercise rights, in exercising religious liberty, to be able to say, well, we are a Catholic institution, Catholic University, or a hospital, whatever the case may be, and we are not going to pay, but we are not going to support, we are not going to do anything whatsoever that would endorse in any way artificial birth control, because that contradicts Catholic social teaching. There's similar things right now in the House of Representatives around this idea abortion, right? So that, supporting life that was born and not wanting to sacrifice religious liberty because one might see one's opposition to abortion as primarily having been driven by one's religion view. So if you're told, my tax dollars are going into small portions and funds efforts of Planned Parenthood, well, that's a violation of my religious liberty, and I can't tolerate that. And so therefore, let's do what we can to keep up Planned Parenthood. That leaves less conservative Republicans help represent and then putting this forward as a religious liberty issue. Another great example is the wing of the Coffee Lobby decision in 2014. All these many states had what we call religious freedom tax. About half of all U.S. states either have a law, which is a religious freedom restoration act type law, or state courts have interpreted the facts in various cases to infer, which was why part of the court at least, this sort of break from logic, which is, and if the state is going to infringe on your religious liberty, they have to have a really good reason. And it has to make sure that in doing so, it is neither favoring religion nor honoring religion. You cannot put any kind of excessive focus on religion. And you have to show that you're doing things that infringing in any way on someone's free exercise rights is the least restrictive means of accomplishing whatever policy goal is that you have in mind. So probably the way that people might tend to remember this most is in Indiana, which pretty recently, I think this is last summer, in Indiana, there was a guy with a pizza place who said, after the decision to federally legalize same-sex marriage, that my pizza place, I don't want to serve gay and lesbian families or couples or individuals. And so I want not to have to lesbian person, couple, or whatever comes to the pizza place, I didn't have to serve them. And so this kind of became, this pizza place became sort of the poster child for Indiana the law, that if you, for whatever reason, feel that you have a closely held religious belief, which is the legal language here, derived from common law decision, then you feel like, well, I don't want to serve my son to gay as a person, my religious belief won't do. But this team of religion gets raised up again. Then there's amazing stuff, right? So 10 or 15 minutes a day, or maybe longer, by saying after the Richmond decision, over the bell, they cut marriage go across the country. I'm not going to adopt, I'm not going to issue marriage permits, marriage licenses, things like couples. And so this, comes this whole news story. But what is that all about? When people say that it's courageous, they say that Zendaya is courageous because she's fighting for her liberty. Right? When people say Zendaya is courageous, that's about something altogether different. Right? The criticize two utterly different views of how we have to work our lives together. Then there's that right? The election is fun because one, don't know what's going to happen, but two, gives me interesting material about this thing that's on this weekend, there was a big forum that religious liberty. And Ted Cruz was there, Deb Bush was there, Umina and Carson, somebody, one of the persons who was taken. They were there giving all of the their great concerns about the future of liberty in the United States. And then meanwhile, Tom, including Ted Carson, spoke about the decision to work with calling. Again, candidates who are working on religious freedom and they're running for president because they said, sort of, oh my gosh, we ought to do so. And then on the other hand, we have this country, this political culture that says, well, you know what, we ought to have separation between church and that we need by religious liberty when we use religious liberty as an electoral tool, when we use it to mobilize voters, when we say you're under attack, and we say your religious liberty is under attack. Do we mean all Americans? Typically, no. Typically, do not mean that. And this is ironic because the free exercise clause, your legal power, anything less about religious jurisprudence, you're well aware that the free exercise clause typically has been used by the court as a device to protect the minority, not to protect Christians. Like most cases, most Supreme Court cases that deal with Christians per se, like the majority, are national law cases. Like the judge says, well, Christians are trying to force their views and trying to establish somehow their views. Exercise clause, on the other hand, typically is used to protect and defend minority groups. So it's deeply ironic and deeply interesting to me. And I'm not talking to you about this. That's not my job. I'm a jurist. So you can call your own interview. Ben Carson has come out and said that he doesn't think that Muslim could be president of the United States. You remember that from a couple weeks ago? Mike Huckabee and Ted Cruz evidently have both come out and said that the United States ought only to accept Syrian refugees from Christians, not Muslims or members of any other religious tradition. So, y'all come if you're Christian, and then that's sort of a way of protecting religious liberty as well, but not sort of encouraging any kind of religious diversity. So in short, what we see here, and I think this is interesting to watch and to watch moving forward, and we think about religion and politics in the electoral kind of context, that what we got here is this broad concept of religious liberty, which can mean so many things to people, being used quite strategically, quite successfully, in today's deeply polarized part. But it speaks to people in and of religious liberty. Speaks to people in different kinds of ways. And it has staying power. If we think a little bit for a moment about same-sex marriage, right? Same-sex marriage is an electoral tool, polarized people on the right, and on the left. That should just stay open and it come back. Right? So, is it going to be helpful from a strategic standpoint for Republican candidates, especially whoever are getting nominated, to say, well, I think that we need to overturn the Supreme Court precedent? Is that going to be a winner on election day? Probably not, based on the poll. So you can't use that. Like, you've got to move on to something that's maybe more generic, more simply felt, and that's a culture like ours, where individual freedom is prized more highly than any other value. And you know, you know about that, but at the end of the day, I think that's probably true. And it won't be only that's probably true. That there's one value that is essentially being American is I make my own choices. And that in and of itself is part of why this identity is so important. Political identity. But if you say part of who you are, part of what you understand yourself to be, and that is religion, broadly considered, yes, well, is under attack, and that your religious freedom might be taken away, well, that's going to be pretty powerful as a political mobilizer. And especially now, that as I said at the outset, we've got two groups of people on the ground. One group of which is quite concerned about challenges to creation, quite concerned about the approach of the other, immigrants, Islam, secularism, same-sex marriage, this, that, and everything else. One side appreciates that, the other side does not appreciate that. And so the more broad you can construct sort of a device that activates people's fears in this kind of context around elections, I think the more successful it's going to be. So this is sort of like in football, when we talk about X's and O's, and this is the way in which I'm trying to present this. And if you were a strategist for Republican candidates, what would be a way of using the idea of church-state separation to your political advantage? And that's how session, and I want to hear questions that you have.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Dr. Olson. And we now have time for conversation for the audience. So whether they're questions of clarification or questions you want to pursue, please raise your hand and our wonderful assistant here will. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes. We're getting questions to you now. Sorry. I mean, I'm first.
Hi, Dr. Olson, can you hear me? Okay, hey, hi, my name is Art. Well, first of all, I just want to say I appreciate you being here and appreciate that your enthusiasm conveys even through the technology that we're working with. So thanks for your presentation. I was especially interested in your comments on polarization and comments about the increase in polarization in American society. I'm just wondering, is there any, are there things that you know of that decrease polarization? Whether education or sincere dialogue between folks that find themselves disagreeing. I'm sort of operating, I associate pretty strongly with one political party, but sort of my assumption is that there are really smart people on both sides of the aisle, and that maybe if we talk, we can figure out, okay, these folks have some really good ideas over here, these folks have some really good ideas over here, let's actually talk and figure out which are the best ideas to use. So how can we bridge that gap and decrease polarization among politicians and among the electorate? So, thanks.
No, let's try the speaker again.
Can you hear me okay now?
Yes.
Oh no.
Like,
If you can stop for a second, we can't hear you because the phone went down. I'm dialing you back. All right, we're calling you back. There we go. There we go.
We would be heroes if we could solve that problem, right? What is it going to take in order to solve polarization? It's going to take an awful lot, frankly. It's hard to read when I say that because many of the forces that are creating polarization are so deeply entrenched at this point that it doesn't be very difficult to overcome. I hate to put it in stark terms, but one thing that probably would help folks overcome polarization pretty quickly would be a catastrophic event. But that's something that any of us want to see happen, like God forbid, 9/11 or something worse than 9/11. Something like that, right? Like when we think about the Great Depression and how that situation, in part because that's our political skill, in part because we had a Congress that was willing to work with them every step of the way. We're very lucky in that regard. This sort of thing. But barring that, one thing that would take This is, of course, one spot shop there. The speakership and the caucus is made up of enough people who are not interested in compromise that, that he can't do a job because he's not willing to compromise. So for the distribution of House seats to switch to states that are more likely to elect people who are willing to compromise would be sort of one thing. Another thing would be for state legislatures to for Republicans, Democrats, because some of the states, and particularly true in Republican state legislature held states, although not exclusively, but more so the case in Republican state legislature held states. The way that congressional district lines are drawn encourages the election of people who are more ideologically consistent on the right. And so where is this element, the key element of the Republican caucus coming from? It's coming from the existence of congressional districts that are deeply red and deeply politically homogeneous. And so what happens is that they elect representatives who feel, well, I'm going to go out and stand on these principles. I'm not going to compromise. That's the people that I want. And if I don't, I'm going to get challenged from the right primaries, and I don't want that to happen. So until something happens to change that, we're going to see polarization at the elite level. The other thing that contributes to this as well, of course, is the state of political state, and that I can go on and on about, but I won't. People opt into the sources of news they want to opt into, and there's nothing that's going to change that. At the mass level, at the mass level, the issue here, if you want to see it as an issue, the issue is that people tend to associate themselves with people who are like-minded. Right? So liberals end up making friends with other liberals, and conservatives end up making friends with other conservatives. And in the context of church and state, of religion and politics, one of the more important social networks that people who are deeply religious have, people who go to the same churches they do. And so this reinforces the connection that people find between their religious principles and political principles. And then the thing that happens on the left that, I'm secular, I'm not going to church, I want nothing to do with any of that. And so the more people on the left opt out of religious practice, the more they will appear that people on the right do engage in religious practice and the deeper that division becomes. So, and two, people are so able these days to opt in through the internet and through whatever kind of social context they want and screen out any kind of points of view that challenge their own, that I'm not entirely sure that there's going to be any kind of quick fix, unfortunately, for optimism on that. And I got myself an optimist, but.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Olson. Other questions?
Yeah. Right now. I don't know if I stand up or not, but.
You need to step back.
That way? Okay. Dr. Olson, I was wondering, you mentioned the conventional wisdom, at least in American politics, that religious people, and in particular, speaking of evangelicals, are politically conservative. And yet we see that this doesn't necessarily hold true in the rest of the Anglophone world. In places in England, in Great Britain, in Australia, evangelicals are seen as not being particularly political one way or the other, or if they are seen as leaning to the left instead of to the right. And I was wondering if you could talk about what it is that makes the United States culture, either religious or political, unique in the fact that evangelicals are seen as leaning politically right as opposed to leaning politically left.
Absolutely, that's the fascinating there. Several caveats first before I start the big sort of question about the kind of cross-national comparison. One, of course, evangelicals have only really been deeply folks agreed that they were mobilized, tended to be mobilized, and they weren't much, right? They weren't as interested in things of this world. They tended to be mobilized for around progressive issues, but not, certainly not on the social moral rights, and certainly not on the economic rights, because evangelicals, in the aggregate, were not as well off as they like Protestants were until really even now, they still aren't quite as well off, as they Protestants. So, it's always been in the last little while that social moral issues have been raised up by the Republican Party as a means of mobilizing a large group of people who tend to be like-minded because they receive teaching in church that tends to be pretty top-down, right? That tends to be pretty black and white in its nature. There's sin and there's things that are not sinful, there's good and bad, etc. And if you can ramp that sort of logic up for a politics, and you could do it successfully, then that's what's going to happen, right? Because the politicians are trying to win elections. The other thing too, the other caveat is, and you probably know as well, dealing with young people, to the degree that you do. Younger evangelicals are definitely not their grandfather's conservatives. So it is not necessarily the case that we're going to see this sort of really powerful, lockstep conservatism, republicanism among evangelicals for generations to come, right? There's other change in American politics, and there's some indications that there might, at minimum, be some diversification of political views of evangelicals in the future. But if we're talking about the U.S. as a case, right? We're talking about what makes evangelicals so deeply conservative in the United States, in our culture, in this context. There's two things going on. One is, and I've already alluded to this, the strategic success of the Republican Party. In the 1960s, when the Republicans and when conservatism in general were pretty much shouted out, some very clever, very smart, very forward-thinking, conservative intellectuals said, we thought about our nation here, we're going to do long-term. And it sort of began with Nixon's idea of the silent majority. People who were maybe not so comfortable with all the social change that was happening in the 50s, 60s, and the 70s. It tried to find ways of mobilizing that. And then it was about the dramatic political re-affiliation of Southern Democrats, right? So there's the Democratic Party to the Republican Party, and the Republican Party presenting itself as a better alternative for not just people of faith in the South, but particularly kind of people of faith in the South. And Reagan, of course, was the spokesperson for that, and all of this happened around the same time that Jerry Falwell and other, mainly Falwell, but other religious leaders at the time were saying, maybe we don't be involved in politics, and maybe all this is in this world, but not of it. Isn't the best strategy for us politically, right? So there's been this kind of just convenience going on, and it works, and it continues to work, and it's really social science dream to see like the quite clear linear relationship between evangelical Protestantism and high degrees of religiosity and conservatism and republicanism. The other thing, though, that needs to be said, the deeper cultural piece of this, is that, as I indicated, and I think you probably will agree, individual freedom, individual identity in the United States is utterly sort of unimpeachable and the core political value. So, if I have decided in my life that I am going to be secular, or if I decided in my life that I'm going to accept Jesus Christ as my personal Savior, well, I know as my individual choice. Right? And it is something that then, as a result, is so deeply held and so important to me in this kind of politics of identity, this idea of different things about me make me who I am, and I'm going to prize those, then to view those as my own personal choice, my own assertion of myself, whether it's my decision to have a firearm, whether it's my decision to fly a flag, my decision to whatever it is, but it's not my decision. And I don't speak as myself, I speak as a sort of speaking American. To do these things, right? And so I'm going to, if this is an important piece of who I am, it is going to drive my politics, and it's especially by outside forces, that it should drive my politics. In other countries, in the UK, in Australia, in various other European countries, the politics of individual identity is less important. And also the parliamentary process of the parliamentary election, you're not voting for candidates, you're voting for parties. And so that's a different kind of dynamic, electorally speaking, than what we have in the United States, where not only does individual sort of identity drive come to vote, individual image, right, candidate image, and, you know, like Donald Trump, I tell him like it is, like, people don't know where he stands on various policy issues, but oh, I like it because he tells us like it is, this sort of thing. It should be more persuasive than when you're voting in the parliamentary system, because again, you're voting for a partisan person.
Okay, well, Dr. Olson, we thank you so much for being with us, and our time here is having to come to a close because we've got class and other things going on, but let's give her a big round of applause. Yeah, we're sorry also about the technological difficulty, but we appreciate your being with us. And you're welcome. For those of you who are here, you're invited to join us for lunch out in the lobby here. So we hope you can stay. Thank you so much. We have some Clemson fans, unfortunately, in the room.